over Edinburgh city centre. I'm playing on PS5, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and all assistance aids are on. Today's flight is about seeing the sights and has nothing to do with my flying. So we're just taking off here from the helicopter landing area behind Fettes Police Station. That's a large operational police station right there, right below us. And we are in the north of the city. To the left here, we have Fettes College. It's a private school today, and it is famous for being the school that 007 James Bond went to. Absolutely fantastic building if you ever get a chance to go and see it. So we're heading westwards here. So that is the Firth of Forth across there. It's a large tidal estuary. Down to our left here is the Western General Hospital, one of two of the large hospitals in Edinburgh. Just not quite getting my power right, so just let me adjust and I'll hopefully get a bit more stable. So that is the Pentland Hills in the far distance there, and we are just heading in towards the city centre. I think that's another private school, can't remember what it's called though. And that's one of the galleries that we're flying over there. Don't ask me what one. We're just about to fly over the old Donaldson School, which is now luxury apartments. Another beautiful building. Have a look online and you'll see how much the flats go for. I just cannot get this power right. It might be my trim as well. Let's have a look. Let's just power down a little bit, hopefully get a little bit less shaky. So this is the BT Murrayfield Rugby Stadium. I'm sure you've seen it on TV. My flying is absolutely terrible today, forgive me. I don't find this the easiest helicopter to fly. So that is your BT Murrayfield Stadium. Just going to adjust the trim a little bit. Maybe power at 60, we'll see. And that's us heading towards the city centre. So there's Donaldson School again. We've got Edinburgh Castle directly in front, and then Arthur's Seat just slightly to the right in the distance there. Got Haymarket train station down there. We're just heading into the West End. And we are going to be flying along Princess Street. We've got the new town to the left, Edinburgh Castle to the right. So that's Princess Street just below us. Down there, Princess Street Gardens, you'll see the Ross Fountain down there. Don't worry, we'll see the castle in a wee while. So right across Princess Street, National Galleries down there. The Scott Monument, Waverley train station, and the Balmoral Hotel. We've got the Scottish Government buildings down here. Nelson's Monument, which is that big tower. And the observatory up on top of Calton Hill. Then we're about to fly over the new St James Quarter. Oh, this helicopter is fighting me today. That's a good place if you want to go shopping or for something to eat. And that's the famous walnut whip in the middle, because it looks like a walnut whip. Heading across George Square? No it's not, no it's not. Can't remember which one it is, doesn't matter. It might be George Square. This is George Street. And then we've got, I think it's Charlotte Square at the other end. Too much power, too much power. And then here is the famous Edinburgh Castle. What you see is mostly a 17th, 18th century castle. It's not the original medieval building, but it's well worth a visit. And unusually for this time of year, the tattoo stands are still up. So if you ever come to Edinburgh and go to the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo in August, you will be seated somewhere in the big stands below us, facing onto the esplanade. The best seats are the VIP ones, right down there, facing the castle. So, just get an overview of the city centre. Oh, my flying is terrible. Just straight ahead of me is Ramsay Gardens, some absolutely beautiful flats, and then we're just about to come across the Royal Mile. We've got Edinburgh High Court down there where all the baddies go, St Giles Cathedral, don't crash into it, Edinburgh Council buildings there, and just heading straight down. Okay, right at the very end there, you will see we're coming up to Holyrood Palace. Below us now is the Scottish Parliament. It's dynamic earth across there, the one that looks like an armadillo shell. And we've got Holyrood Palace. Alright, things are settling down a little bit now. Seems to be a little bit more stable. Don't speak too soon though. So, dynamic earth down there, Scottish Parliament, and Holyrood. Okay, and up here we have the Crags, and this is all part of Holyrood Park. So that's looking towards the south of the city. This is a public park, you can go and have a good wander and you'll get some fantastic views. Not the hexagonal sort of building, this big square one with a chimney. That's the Commonwealth Pool. And this is Arthur's Seat, an extinct volcano. Absolutely cracking walk up to the top. You'll get some phenomenal views of the city. Do a bit of research. There are some easy routes up and there are some hard routes up. Just on top there's a trig point and it's the highest point of the city. So if I was to continue straight on, we'd end up in the North Sea, but I'm just heading out towards Portobello and you'll get to see the beach. This is only going to be a 15-minute clip, so it is just a very quick overview today. I don't have time to go over things in any depth. And I certainly can't cover everything in one video as well. So this is Portobello, and the beach here was regenerated. It's a really nice place to go for a walk. Lots of cafes, little independent bakeries and stuff, coffee houses. Beach is nice enough, you'll see a lot of wild swimmers, and there's occasionally some like portable saunas there as well. That probably isn't pleasant for whoever's in the helicopter, but we don't care. So in the grand scheme of things, Edinburgh isn't a huge city, but it is quite spread out. There's a lot of areas that are just purely residential. So just got a few minutes left. I'm sure I could go faster if I sorted the trim out, but I'm happy with this just now. Down here it's a lot of car garages, nothing terribly exciting. We're heading across to Leith, and I'll hopefully get a little flight over the port. I think it's all cargo, industrial. I don't think there's any ferries come into here. They tend to dock at Queen's Ferry. That looks to me like a water treatment site. No idea. You can see Arthur's Seat, the Crags, Pentland Hills, and you might just make out the outline of the castle in the background. Whoopsies. That's not very good. And this is us coming to the Port of Leith. Now, that big ferry there, I think, is the ferry that was used to house Ukrainians. It's not there anymore, but it was used as temporary accommodation. I could be wrong though, I could be wrong. I think that's right. And this is Leith Docks here. Royal Yacht Britannia is somewhere. So down there is the Royal Yacht Britannia, former Royal Yacht, and that's a museum. And that's a big shopping centre. Cannot remember what the hell it's called though. Just a couple of minutes left, I'll just follow the coast round. And then this is heading towards an area of the town called Granton. It will be difficult to see because of the resolution that this is recorded at, but in the very far distance we've got the 3 Forth bridges. I might do a separate flyby video for that, or I might try and get closer because we've got a minute and a half. So this will be Granton Harbour down here, I think. Let's increase the power a bit. Increase the trim. Let's try and get to the bridges. Don't think we'll make it. We'll get closer though. During the First World War, the Forth Estuary was a major base for the Royal Navy. There was defences on all the little islands in the estuary, and one of the most heavily fortified was that little island in front of us called Cramond Island. It's not rendered here, but there is a tidal causeway that goes from Cramond Island left towards the mainland, and it looks like crocodile teeth, and that was actually to stop German motor torpedo boats in the First World War attacking the fleet that was docked further into the estuary. There was submarine nets and stuff across there, but that was seen as a vulnerable spot when the tide was in, and the motor torpedo boats could skirt around the defences. So we've only got 20 seconds left. We're not going to get all the way there, but that's the famous 3 Forth bridges just in front of you right now. So you've got the Forth Rail Bridge, the Forth Road Bridge, and the Queen's Ferry crossing. So I'll try and put a separate video up for that. Just a quick one today. Don't criticise my flying. Thanks very much for joining me.